You know, every word spoken by the prophets found its fulfillment in the life of Jesus Christ. Joe and Andrew here, co-authors of The Rocks Cry Out, The Life of Christ Portrayed. Where are we, Joe?
Actually, we are in Nazareth city, and this is the location where Jesus read from the book of Isaiah, declaring that he is the fulfillment of the prophecy.
The synagogue is just about a stone's throw, about a 3 to 5 minute walk from the Church of Annunciation. Now, in my mind, this synagogue should have been much bigger, right? But in the reality, this was a relatively small structure. Again, this is where Christ read from Isaiah, fulfilling the start of the prophecies. Now, just a second ago, we were down in the synagogue church in Nazareth, where Jesus read from Isaiah, declaring that he was the fulfillment of the prophecy. Now, this utterly and completely caused an outrage, not just among the religious leaders of the church, but among the people themselves. They were so angry at him that they decided to drag him up to the top of Mount Precipice, which is where we are now, and throw him over. Now, I want to bring this into perspective for you. From the synagogue in Nazareth to the top of Mount Precipice here is a bit of a hike. It's probably a good half mile through rugged terrain, uphill. These people had ample time to cool off and kind of get their bearings about him, but no, not only did they continue to want to throw him off the cliff when they got up here, but they were huffing and puffing while they did it. So what did Jesus do? He said, you know what? Not today. And he turns around and he walks right through the middle of the crowd and leaves. This would have left this angry mob speechless. What do you do with that? What do you do with somebody that has that kind of courage? You know, friends, I want to encourage you that, you know, when God calls you to do something and it doesn't make sense to other people, you're going to get some naysayers and you're going to get some words of discouragement. I just want to encourage you to have the courage of Jesus. Turn around and say, not today, and walk through the naysayers and continue to do the good things that God has called you to do. The Rocks Cry Out, The Life of Christ Portrayed, invites you to experience the places where prophecy became reality. Click the link below for more details.